Welcome back, everybody, and today is a great day because today is the day you're going to learn how to play The Last Time by the Rolling Stones, just like you hear it on the record. This is probably the most requested song by my listeners to this channel by far, and I love it. I love it. It's not the most complicated guitar song, but if you really want to actually get it right, like you're hearing like the record, there's a couple things you need to do and pay attention to. And so we're going to work through that today. So we're going to concentrate on the electric guitar parts and show you a little bit about the quick acoustic that goes on. Hey, listen, if you haven't done so already, please jump down right now and click that subscribe button and ring the bell. It lets you know every time that I drop new content, which I do every single week. Also, there's jump links in all of my videos, so if you want to go right to the part of the lesson that you want to see, that's right in the description or on that red horizontal bar. You can bypass some of my yapping at any point. And if you're looking for ways to support the channel, I really appreciate that. There's Super Thanks, which is right below the little button right there. It's like throwing a tip in the tip jar. You can join my Patreon page, which has all kinds of exclusive content, and all the tabs and chord charts for all the videos I do on YouTube are there. And also, we just opened up a shop that has some fun merchandise that's guitar-related fun stuff there too, so check that out. All the links are in the description. Okay, The Last Time. So this is quintessential early British invasion and early era Stones, and it's got a killer riff that opens up this song. And actually, it's a riff that I played wrong for 20 years. And when I say I played it wrong, it just means that I didn't play it the way that Brian Jones is playing it. I learned it pre-internet age, and well, let's just say I was wrong. But I've got it right for you today. So here's how that song opens, right? So the song is in the key of E. His guitar tone is very much, I think, now all the Stones fans are going to correct me in the comments, and that's fine. Like every video or film footage you see when they're playing this, he's got his teardrop Vox guitar, so maybe he used that on the record, probably, I don't know, but they're single coil pickups. And so to get the tone, you want to get to that single coil sound. I've got, on this guy, I've got a coil splitter, so I've popping out that to split it to single coil on my bridge pickup, okay? And you want to have a good amount of reverb on this if you want to sound like the record. If there's ever a song that is awash in reverb, that's this song. Okay, so how do you play that opening riff? Well, it's like this. Okay, so I'll break that down in just a sec, but for years I thought it was, you know, because you learn that little blues lick, so you just assume it's right there. But if you listen real close, there's these really cool hammer-ons. And if you watch the video footage now that we all have access to on YouTube and stuff, you can see his hands are they're up here the whole time, right? So he's playing this up here. So you'll see the figures over my shoulder here, but here's how you play that riff. Right? So this makes sense because the first chord is an E, and this first part of the riff is based on the sort of E, sort of pentatonic, right? That's your E. So the next chord is a D, and you're going to hit that open D string and hammer on at 9. And then catch the D note again on your G string at 7. Right? And then the next chord is an A. So you're going to catch that A. Same idea as what you did on the D string. You're going to open A, hammer on 7, and hit the major third on your G string, which is, what is that? 6th fret. So if you think of an A chord, you're playing those two notes of your A bar chord, right? So all together. And when you end that A, your finger is right there to be able to start that slide up again. So very well crafted, super cool. And it just drones on and on throughout the whole thing, right? Then it goes to the chorus. This will be the last time. Just on A. Up to D. Back to A. Then you riff. All day long, right? And that drones on throughout the solo. It's a perfect sort of complement to what Keith Richards is going to do on lead guitar. But just love that part, you know? So crank up the reverb. Learn that position up here with the hammer-ons. And have fun with it. Okay, so there's also an acoustic guitar part in here, and we'll talk about that now. And I've got my acoustic now. So the acoustic, it's very simple. So this song, we've already sort of introduced the chords, right? The whole song is sort of E, D, and A. And I think that's all the chords in the song, actually. There's a part that goes to A, there's a part that goes to D. So those are the only 3 chords you need to know. Okay, so the acoustic comes in on the 3rd measure, I believe. Brian plays that intro riff twice. And then after the 2nd time, you come in with an E. And then it's just D to A. Which is basically 9 different Neil Diamond songs, right? Just different speeds of Cherry Cherry. And there you go. So yeah, E, D, and A. Then it goes to the chorus. This will be the last time. Pick any A. Or whatever. And then to a D. I don't know. Oh no. That's a whole song. That's it on rhythm guitar. So there you go. So let's talk about the lead guitar. Okay, for lead guitar, I believe Keith is playing his Les Paul Standard, which I believe is a 59 and had a Bigsby on it. Again, Rolling Stones fans, if I'm wrong about that, put it down there in the comments. But all the video footage of him playing this live has the Les Paul on there, and it sounds like it to me. So I'm going to go with that. All right, so in terms of tone, full humbucker, bridge pickup, I've got just a little bit of grit on the overdrive. Really not much at all. But you still want it a little bit dark, and you know, they got plenty of reverb on that one too, kind of thing. But you'll see the chord shapes over my shoulder here. But so remember, your chords are E, D, and A. Okay, the solo is great. It's of the era. It's pretty simple. When you look back on it now, it's sort of like, oh, that's sort of childish, maybe. But it's awesome. It's killer. And I wouldn't want anything else in this song, right? Okay, so here's how you play your first E chord. You're going to bar at the 9th fret. So if you think of this E chord here, right? So you're taking this part and you're barring it with your index finger, and your pinky is on the 1st string at 12. So you're just playing those last 4 strings. All right. Down 2 frets to D. Again, just on the 4 strings, your A chord. And then your open E chord. All right, that run again. Okay, then it goes into this little, which I'm sure you've played before. Not even really a bend, right? And then you do it again. Then slide up here to 9 to your E on the G string. right? So it's just an octave higher of what you just did. You could do it here, but if you watch Keith on the Ed Sullivan Show, or whatever this linked video is here, you'll see him here. Right? So again, first one down here, second one, third one is the same as the first. Last one. We're going to come all the way up here on your E minor pentatonic, right? And you don't do that. But you're up here on 12, and you're going to put your ring finger on 15 and do a slight little bend up, like that. And you're going to grab G string on 14 with, I do it with my middle finger, and come down. You're on 14, bend up a little bit, back down, and then catch 12. It's just barely there, right? So that last one all together. Well, this right, just so great. So one more time, all the way through. And that's it. And what's so perfect about that is the droning, endless that's going on under that whole thing. Just repetitive, repetitive, repetitive. It's just such a cool vibe, isn't it? Okay. Yes, it is. All right, well, that's it. Did you learn something new today? That's The Last Time by the Rolling Stones. Such a great tune. And thank you all for requesting that, because that was by far the most requested tune I've ever had. Hey, if you haven't done so already, please jump down, and if you like what you saw, click subscribe, ring the bell, let you know every time I drop new content, which I do every single week. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one, and if there's another song you want me to take on and do similar to this. All right, so until next week, take care, everybody.